Diamond Forge is... Oh, it's actually just straight outside? Alright. Oh, it's the store. Oh, yeah, of course. So currently what I'm in the story is I just finished, I think, 3.4. So I'm entering the final chapter of Heavensward. We just sent the Warriors of Darkness home to their own planet. And Minfilia went with them. And I'm pretty sure they all died when they arrived there because they died to come here, and it's kind of sad. But, yeah. It's nice. So I think this is the chapter where we start setting up for the next expansion pack. Here? Yes. So, Tataru, you coming to see me? Ah, you said you were coming to see me at least. I'm so sorry to drag you away from your duties, but as I said, this won't take long. I just needed you to stand perfectly still for a moment. Why? Oh my god, what's happening? Right, everyone, ready to go to work? Please, whatever it is. No squirming now, and you might want to close your eyes. I am really concerned, Tataru. Oh god! Oh, and she's just laughing like... Okay. There, all finished. The Warrior of Light, every measurement from heroic head to intrepid toe. Why do you measure people in such a violent way? You could have just asked. Well, wouldn't you like to know? All in good time. Felicity, all in good time. You're gonna give me a miniskirt like you're giving everybody else. Oh, Ida, save me. Found you. Alphino wants everyone in the Solar for a meeting. I don't know what it's about, but he seems to think it's very important. Go on, we have everything we need. No sense in keeping everyone waiting. I am really concerned about what you're doing, Tataru. Also, why does he have backup? Also, yeah, Ruin, you're right. All he needed was a ruler. It feels like I was met with an overwhelming force of tailors there for a second. That is horrifying.
We're here. Did we miss anything?
We would not presume to begin without you, Ida. Urianger has returned to the Waking Sands, but everyone else is now present.
Yes, but for what exactly? We all have duties to attend to, Alphino, so you may dispense with the preamble.
Thank you, Elise. It is the very subject of those duties which compelled me to call this gathering. Though the Warriors of Darkness no longer pose a threat, Eorzea's many troubles demand no less of our attention. And while I stand by the decision to approach each task as we see fit, I fear our effectiveness will ultimately be diminished should we continue to act in ignorance of each other's efforts. Thus, I propose we elect a successor to Minfilia. Not to serve as a fully fledged antecedent, perhaps, but as a coordinator of operations.
Oh, thank you, Psia, for the follow.
Is that all? Oh, then the decision seems clear. No one else has shown any enthusiasm for the role, and judging by your performance at our previous meeting, you would seem the perfect candidate. You always did have a flair for politics.
I agree.
I did not mean to... That was not my intention. As my tenure as commander of the Crystal Braves comprehensively demonstrated, I lack the qualities required for such an office. I would much prefer to remain as I am now, a soldier in the field, so to speak.
No, honey. You're the perfect one for the
Should one of
role.
our number step forward? Must we then constrain some unwilling candidate to take up the position?
Well, based on merit alone, a certain adventurer would be my choice. Though I concede she might struggle to balance her new responsibilities with, let me see, slaying primals, thwarting legatuses, and feeding the orphan poor.
Yeah, I'm really busy.
Thancred makes a good point. Any who would wear such a mantle would be bound by its obligations. Have we not become sufficiently familiar with each other's methods to act without an overseer? At present, I see no cause to so willingly limit one of our number.
Oh my goodness, you're... Help! I need some help here!
That's not good. Also, but how about Tatru?
Tataru, are you all right?
Me? I'm fine. It's this poor girl who just staggered in and collapsed on the floor that I'm worried about.
Narco! God, how did... Yashola! Please, you have to help her.
Nago? She knows this
A hand, if
person.
you would. Let us see about closing these wounds.
Now, we've staunched the bleeding, but it may be a while before you can move about again. Though having seen your wounds, I'm surprised you are still moving at all.
Thank you. My message. It was too important to delay. I took the shortest route I could, though I knew it was more heavily patrolled. As you can see, my efforts at evasion were not entirely successful.
Hey,
Honestly,
Carlos,
you're
don't
too
steal
brave
my
for your
water.
own good. What was so urgent that you needed to fight half the Empire to get here? You could have been killed.
I'm sorry, Ida. I had good reason. But I imagine your friends are wondering who this bloody mess of a Mikote is. My name is Minago, and I belong to the Alamegan Resistance. I came to warn Ida and Papalimo about one of our leaders. A man who calls himself the Griffin. He's always been dangerous, but he's planning something new. Something reckless.
The Griffin, you say? I've heard the name. Rumor has it your man is eager to test his claws.
Aye, and on no easy target. He means to assault Belsar's wall from the Alamegan side.
But what does the Griffin possibly hope to gain from such an attack?
From what I understand, he wants the fires of war to spread to Eorzea. And for that, he needs to control the border with Gridania.
That way he couldn't get the Alliance to intervene.
So, he means to spark a conflict between the Alliance and the Imperial forces stationed in Alamigo, to have Eorzea's armies aid in the liberation effort, whether they will it or no.
His plan is flawed. Even should the Resistance succeed in occupying the wall, they would not be able to hold it. Imperial reinforcements would drive them out within a week.
Be that as it may, if there is even a chance that this scheme could bring about an escalation in hostilities between Eorzea and the Empire, the Alliance must be informed.
Agreed. I should depart for Limsa forthwith and seek an audience with the Admiral. Thancred, Uldar is yours. Alphino and Alize, make haste to the Twelveswood and notify the Elder Seedseer of the danger to Gridania. She will duly call a council of the Alliance leaders, whom you must be ready to receive. You will be our voice in Ishgard. Explain the situation to Sir Emmerich and encourage him to send an envoy.
Right away.
Tataru, Kryl, I leave the care of our injured messenger to you. See that she remains quiescent and her wounds closed. I believe that covers everything. Let us be about our tasks.
I suspect the ill tidings from Girabania will be held as a turning point. The beginning to a bloody end. The business of war was ever conducted with the coin of self-sacrifice. 'Twas Master Louis Soir himself who taught us that such costs are not to be ignored or denied. And so, I shall embrace them. When the time comes, I will make my choice, as you will yours.
So our current narrator is Papalimo. That's unexpected. You have any comments on this? After conferring with the Istola, we had decided to focus our attention on the East Shroud. Someone needs to keep an eye on the border, not to mention the sylphs. Good point. I hate leaving Nago like this, but I know Kreeli and Tatra will take good care of her. Yes, are they out here that I can say like hi? No, we just have everybody in the same place as before. Tatra and Kreeli took the resident fighter to a more private chamber, that she might recuperate in peace. The poor girl was in quite a state, wasn't she? Yeah. Do you people have any comments on anything? I wonder what Isildur would have to say about our wounded visitor. His own injuries yet keep him abed, and I miss savouring a cup of tea alongside his usual observations. Even when casting the same incantation, the mastery of each practitioner greatly affects the efficiency of the spell, a principle that was aptly demonstrated to our two young mages here. Oh, we have some training in the healing arts, so we shall take turns with Mistress Kreeli in caring for her patient. Ogier in particular seems rather eager to learn from the experience. Mistress Kreeli and Archon Istola are truly exceptional healers, and it was honored to witness them ministrating firsthand. If only I could tend to my brother's barrel hurts with such proficiency. I have much to study yet ahead of me. I did not expect Ogier to actually become a healer. Interesting. Hey, Hori. I believe she said her name was Nago. Her cause appeared to have been genuine, but I must confess to feeling no small degree of trepidation, even as I stepped aside. We were all surprised by our sudden visitor, but Hore was able to gauge the situation at a glance. He realized that Mikate posed no immediate threat, and permitted her to enter. But that didn't mean he wasn't on alert for some manner of traps. Ah, yes, mayhap the elder is the finer man after all. I mean, the guy knows what he's doing. Well, we need to go talk to Sir Emmerich and tell him about this surprise evolution of things. Oh gosh, I hope it's gonna be okay. I really do hope he's gonna be okay. Well, see, it's... Well, her, they... I don't know. Why is my outfit all messed up? Where's my headpiece? There we are. I can never remember what outfit is for which place. I'm also going the completely wrong direction. I need to go this way, so to the left. Let me know if the music is too loud for you guys. I tried to, like, set it up so it shouldn't be. So basically you're on completely different audio settings than I am. But let me know if audio is, like, odd, then I will try to adjust. Wrong place. I don't want to go into the Forgotten Night. Alright. Oh, he's out here. Oh no, that's Lucia. Hey Lucia, I have news. Greetings, Warrior of Light. What business brings you to Isgard? We have an injured Mikate that showed up, and things are just really complicated now. I see. Wait here, I will summon Sir Aymeric. It's good to see you, my friend. It's a pity you must be under such circumstances. Had Lucia not informed me of the urgency of your suit, I would certainly have sent for some wine. But to business, I thank you for bringing these development in Alamico to our attention. Isgard will, of course, send an envoy to attend the council in Gridania. I cannot say who will represent us, however, as the choice is not mine to make, not mine alone at any rate. Given the imminence of the threat, we may forego the formalities of a full assembly, but I would still need to consult my counterpart in the House of Commons prior to proceeding. Will you permit me some time to make the necessary arrangements? I guess I can't really mess with your politics. I thank you. Our representative, whomever we select, will require a suitable escort. Make your preparation and inform Sir Handeloop that he is the lead in our absence. Yes, Lord Commander. Okay, so he is actually going. Malisti, pray accompany Lucia to the gates of judgment and make ready to depart for Gridania. I will have our envoy join you as soon as I can. Fury speed you on your way. Lovely. So we're gonna have somebody that we're gonna watch and make sure they're safe. I think that sounds like a plan. So, Lucia, what do I do? If you have no other business in the city, join me at the gates of judgment. We must ready to depart at the instant the envoy arrives. I am very eager to do that. I see no reason for us to dally about when the Griffin might just start on full-on war. And let's face it, the Alliance is not ready for a war right now. We just come out of the war with the Empire not too long ago. And there's we can't. It's maybe been what, a year or two in game at most. It's just we can't let that happen. So we have to make sure that we actually prevent this war and let the Alliance Council know what the Griffin is up to. Hello, Lucia. You are prepared, perhaps wondering who will represent Isgard at the council. As this is a military matter, I should not be surprised if Sir Aymeric nominated himself. He is yet Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, after all. That will make sense. And I think he expected to go because he said, well, that he's going to come either way. We meet again. As it happens, my counterpart in House of Commons agreed that I should act as Isgard's envoy. Not I concede that there were I concede that there was ever any doubt. As Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, it's my duty to sanction any military operation. Be that it may, I could not in good conscience make the decision alone. Not with the ink scarcely dry in the Republic's books of statute. Oh, that makes sense, yeah. I trust you understand, my friend. Alas, I must test your patience still further by making a brief stop at Camp Dragonhead. Given the trouble brewing in the Black Shroud, I would see that the garrison is ready to defend the border. Makes sense? I think that would be a very good thing. make sure everybody's ready. The border has to be like taken care of from both sides. So I'll just flutter my way over there. Oh, it feels like forever ago when I first came here. Looking for Sith's airship. The garrison commander waits within. Why not accompany me, Majesty? You may see a familiar face. Yeah, but it's not going to be the face I want to see. Oh, Emmy. My lizardy old girl, how wonderful to see you, and Sir Emmerich too. To what do I owe these unexpected pleasures? I will have some mulled wine brought up from the kitchen at once, if you will excuse. Nay, do not trouble yourself, Honoroyd. We shall soon be on our way. Lucia, a brief summary, if you will. Yes, Lord Commander. So, Emmy... Oh... He's taken over from his half-brother. Those villains hardly need an excuse to wage war. Bloodletting comes as naturally as breathing to to an Imperial. And thus we shall strengthen our patrol as you suggest. We shall also be sure to communicate this development to Lord Francel and the Observatorium. I see you have everything in hand. Carry on, Commander. Oh, Emmy, I'm so proud of you. Taking on like a proper role. Surprised to see you're truly at the helm. Yes, I am. But I'm proud of you. You and me both, girl. I doubt I'll ever feel worthy to sit where he sat. Oh. Yet we can but play the hand we're dealt, and with a little help from the veterans and Honoroy ceases chiding, I'm sure I'll muddle through, so worry not, old girl. Off to Gridania with you. I promise. I'm so proud of him. He's actually like taking responsibility. Oh, he's grown so much. Where to now? Oh, we'll just go back to New Gridania, so let me just teleport right over there. And we're gonna see how things develop. I hope it's gonna just go really well. And everyone's gonna be happy. I'm all in, like, I'm very keen on a happy ending. Because this game likes to break my heart, so please, make it good. Diplomatic duties have brought me here on several occasions, but I find that I am as intrepid by the Black Shroud beauty now as when I first laid eyes upon it. I fear that this time, however, events shall not afford us the luxury of enjoying the splendor of the forest. No, I fear not. Not if the Black Shroud is about to be attacked. I bid welcome to our visitors from Isgard. It seems so peaceful. One would scarcely believe the Belser Wall and the wretched Alamigo lie but a few short miles away. Yeah. Well, he's ready to attend the council. It seems we are to have an escort to the Lotus Stand. A pleasant place to discuss unpleasant matters, is it not? It is a good place to do it, though. Yes, of course. It is like that we are likely that we are the last to arrive. Let us announce ourselves, shall we? Yeah. I do like the Lotus Stands. It's so pretty. And as you said, it's a pretty place to speak about unpleasant things. Which is kind of nice. I'm still kind of concerned about what Tatru was up to, though, with taking my measurements. I'm like, all my glamour figured out. Is he gonna mess it up by giving me something amazing looking? And then I'm gonna have to sort everything out again. The envoy from Isgard is arrived. Very good. This way, if you please. Ah, and the Lominsum party as well. Oh, hey! I had hoped to slip in unannounced, but I see I was not the only one delayed in my arrival. Greetings, Sir Emric. Admiral, always a pleasure. And Melicity, I trust you are well. It's a day for reunions, it seems. I believe you are well acquainted with my escort. Yes. Hi. Lady Melicity, I was glad to hear from the Ryle that the missing Scion have now been found. Yeah. There is much and more I would discuss with you, but let us first attend to the issue at hand, shall we? Oh, I'm so glad to see you, Giri. We haven't seen her for ages. I'm pretty sure this is going to be voice acted, so...
I bid you welcome, my friends. As you will by now be aware, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have come into possession of certain intelligence concerning recent developments in the region of Gir Abania. It springs, I am assured, from an unimpeachable source. Is that not so, Master Alphino?
Indeed, Elder Seedseer. Our information comes directly from a member of the Resistance's inner circle, and we have no cause to doubt its veracity.
This Griffin of theirs is a fool if he thinks he can hold Belsar's wall against the Empire. When the Imperials move to take it back, they will come in force. And the resulting fighting is all but certain to spill over into the Black Shroud.
But that's their goal, isn't it?
At the Battle of Cartano, the combined might of 3 grand companies laboured to contend with the remnants of but a single Imperial legion. Alone, Gridania would be hard-pressed indeed to hold back the tide, should the Garleans turn their minds from reclamation to invasion.
May I once more convey my nation's deepest regrets for our inaction in the days prior to the calamity. 'Tis a stain upon our ledger that I would fain remove. Elder Seedseer, I do hereby request leave to deploy a defensive force within the borders of Gridania. Ishgard's return to the Alliance shall be honored.
Thank you for the
more than
follow,
mere ink
Megaten.
upon parchment.
The Doman people, too, would join any effort that weakens our common foe. We are few, but our most seasoned shinobi are at your disposal.
Yeah, we don't need a lot of Domans. They are intense.
People, I offer you
hey
my
Abe.
humble thanks. Gridania welcomes your assistance.
It is time we set our contingency plans in motion. Is the Alliance agreed?
Yes. You all better be.
Then let us make ready for war. Victory favors the swift, and there is much to be done.
Oh,
The
it's so nice
Council
to
knows
see
that
them.
Alamigo will not soon be wrested from the Empire, and its decision to bolster the border's defences seems eminently practical. Why then, brother, do you scowl so?
I agree that they have chosen the wisest course available. Indeed, the only reasonable one. Yet something feels awry. In making ready for war, is the Alliance not granting the Griffin the very thing he desired? Any attempt to hold the wall is doomed to failure, aye. but I wonder if we have misjudged the prize for which he plays.
We don't know. We are in a very unfortunate position of only being able to react right now. Hi, Alfie. That the council was able to reach an accord so swiftly is heartening development in itself. I only hope my misgivings prove unfounded. Ah, good, you have yet to depart. I feared I missed you. Sir Aymeric. Master Alphino, a pleasure as always. And Mistress Alice, how wonderful to see you thus recovered. Pardon the interruption. I had hoped to thank Majesty for serving as our escort before our duties called her away. I also wish to thank our Doman ally. Forgive me, my lord. I was but awaiting an opportune moment to join the conversation, and force of habit may keep to the shadows. No apologies are necessary, Mr. Siugiri. I was most grateful for your interjection when I offered Iskar support. My nation's historic failure to heed the Alliance pleas for aid is a matter of record. Even so, the Alliance leader were plainly unprepared for my impromptu apology. The resulting air of awkwardness might have lingered longer were it not for your timely offer of cooperation, which allowed the Elder Seasteer to accept us both. I very much appreciate the gesture. I only did my duty, Sir Aymeric. The Empire is an enemy to all of us, and we are grateful for the opportunity to fight at your side. And full glad are we to have you. Pray convey my regards to the Scion, my friend. We must return to Isgard. Yeah, you guys have fun. Whatever is wrong with a simple sorry or thank you? Must these politicians always make a speech out of everything? That is how we adults speak, dear sister. Mayhaps the one who like the sound of their own voice. In any case, our business here is concluded. We should be on our way as well. Will you accompany us to Revenant Hall, Yukiri? Oh, lovely, so she's coming with us. Actually, I think I shall first pay a brief visit to the East Shroud. I'm curious to know how Papalimo and Ida fare in the talk with the sylphs. Not to mention what has been going on at Belstar Wall. I will join you at the Rising Stones anon. I'm actually curious. Can I go with Alphino? No, I have to go to Revenant Hall, but I want to go talk to Alphino. I want to see the wall and figure out like what's been going on, how things are faring, and like know if we're actually heading into a war or not. But okay, I guess yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Hey, Yugiri. Even now I am astonished by how closely Mistress Alice resembled Master Alphino. Their very mannerisms are alike. From a distance, I should be hard-pressed to tell one from the other. Until they open their mouths, of course. Welcome back, Melisty. I don't know about you, but I am heartily glad that all of the talking is over. I understand that these council meetings are important, but do you not find it tiresome to have to weigh every word before you speak? I doubt I will ever feel at home at the realm of politics. That's why Alfie is good there. That said, people have been known to change, and if my brother is willing to run his own errands, anything is possible. Oh, so he wasn't very keen on that in the past? Oh, I should have... I'll have the eggnog. Because I know that's actually good for my healer. Alright, Griffin on the wall. I love the names in this game. Well, as much as I enjoy the hustle of the toll, I think it's time we headed inside. My brother and the others will not be long. Yeah, and we need to figure out what we're gonna do. Oh, this is a right mess. Hey. Ah, you returned from the council. But what of Alphino? Did some other matter require his attention? Mine apologies, friend. I trust we have not kept you waiting over long. Greetings, everyone. Oh, Krele, how's Nago doing? Well, she will be alright, won't she? I don't see why not. She's sleeping at the moment. Tatru is keeping an eye on her. So we'll know soon enough if there's any change in her condition. Her wounds are healing well. With sufficient rest, I am certain she will make a full recovery. Thank goodness for that. Now, mayhap you would share with us the conclusion of the council? Each of the nation is included has committed to providing military support to Gridania. The Orsian Alliance will soon have a significant force in the Black Shroud, ready to respond to any Imperial act of aggression. You know, I almost wish the Council would stop messing around and give the Griffin what he wants. I wouldn't like to be the Imperial caught between the Resistance and the Alliance. Ida, you cannot be serious. One does not lightly go to war with the Garlean Empire. Quite. To open hostilities without due consideration would be to invite disaster. If only there was some way to reach the Griffin, some mean to convince him to abandon this reckless course. It may not be entirely unfeasible. There is a network of tunnels beneath Belsar Wall, a secret passage dug by the Resistance to provide a way out of Alamigo, which may equally serve as a way in. Precisely. If all are in agreement, I would be the one to undertake the necessary negotiation. I am familiar with the route, and the Resistance is familiar with me. About as familiar as they are with me, you mean? Say what you want, I'm coming too. I have some experience in the practice of infiltration. If you would have me, my services are at your disposal. As are mine. It has been far too long since I shared the shadow with a shinobi, and I do not intend to waste the opportunity. This is going to be a very large group that's going over there. 4 is quite sufficient for an infiltration mission. Greater number will only serve to increase the risk of detection. Kreel and I will direct our energies elsewhere. What of you, levelers? I will return to the Shroud and stand watch over the border. Should matter take a turn for the worse, it would seem wise to be on hand. Might I prevail upon you to accompany me, Melicity? Yes. Gridania will be safer for your presence, and while it may not seem the most thrilling duty, dear sister, might ask that you remain at the Rising Stones to pass on messages and so on. To hold the fort, you mean? Very well, I suppose the task must fall to someone. Safe travels, all of you. Oh, don't worry, LSA, you are no safer at the Rising Stones. We've had them taken down very quickly once before, so you could be in for a lot of actions. I would like to see what people are thinking. I suspect Tatro would have little trouble facilitating communication between our forces under normal circumstances, but I concede she has her hands full nursing that resistant fighter back to health. No matter, my turn in the field will come. What about you 4? I may perhaps have exaggerated my standing with the Resistance a little, but I am confident that I have a reasonable chance of putting a stop to this madness before events spiral out of control. Yes, fair to middling at the very least. All I'm saying is that I wouldn't be the worst thing if we ended up joining the Griffin's fight against the Empire. I mean, it's going to happen sooner or later, isn't it? I don't know. My fellow shinobi require little encouragement to take their place amongst the Alliance forces massing in Gridania. They are most eager to cross blades with the armies of Garlemald once more. I am no ninja, but I did spend some few months in the Sharlayan homeland, learning how to move unseen. Between Yukiri and my humble self, Ida and Pabalimo will be well protected. I would hope so. Alfie, if you have any unfinished business in the toll, pray attend to it now. I would depart to the Hafthorn Hut without delay. The nearby watchtower offer an unobstructed view of Belsar's wall, and I should be interested to speak to the Alliance commander who have installed themselves at the top. That kind of sounded like you should definitely sort out all your business before you coming here because story is gonna happen. I hope so. That would be really nice. I always like it when we get some lore. So, they are up here. Hello, Alfie. Ah, Melisri, there you are. Come. Amar... Oh my god, these names. Amarisek Spire awaits. The Alliance officer on the platform should be able to appraise us of any development at the wall. Why are you here? Oh yeah, they're going under the wall. I fancy meeting the two of you here. We were about to set forth. Indeed, I was about to say 12 watch over you, but I doubt you have need of divine protection, even if you are venturing into enemy territory. Don't worry, Alfino. We have the griffin by the scruff of the neck before you know it. Don't make up your mind, Ida. Nearly a moment ago you seemed ready to shake the griffin by the hand rather than the neck. So which is it to be? It would be best to decide before we enter the negotiations. Trust me, Pabalimo, I'll shake whatever needs shaking. The talking part I leave to you. I think I feel a headache coming on. Let's be on our way, shall we? Oh, Pabalimo, I'm sorry that you're gonna be, like, in pain. Some things never change. Well then, shall we make for the spire? Our Alliance friends will doubtless have news for us. I would hope so. The spire is where? Oh, the spire is probably... Well... Oh, this is the spire? Oh, and that's the wall. That makes sense, yeah. Where is everybody? Oh, they're down here. Welcome, Warrior of Light. I assume you are here to speak with our commanding officer. You'll find them on the observation platform. Pray proceed. Yeah, sure. Up we go. Oh, nothing but steps for my tiny legs. Hey, Pepin! Greetings, my friend. It's good to see you both well. I was hoping you might turn up. I've dragged half of the watch here, see? And the sight of you might help remind them why we bothered. If memory serves, I have not seen many of you since the day of the Grand Melee. Having borne the brunt of your blows, may I say, what an honor it is to stand at your side. Oh, that's so sweet. It's heartening indeed to see the realm most stalwart defender thus gathered in common cause. Speaking of which, what's news from the wall? All has been quiet. And it is quiet no more. Report what 7 hells! Fighting has broken out on top of the wall. A full-scale assault. So the Griffin has made his move. Someone has. And what's that supposed to mean? The attackers, they're wearing Grand Company colors. Impossible! We got no such order. Of course! The wall was never the Griffin's target, it was bait. We have been goaded into deploying our armies nearby. They're lending weight to his deception. Oh no, so they're all dressed up as us! God damn it! If those uniforms were convincing enough to deceive my scouts, the Empire will surely think we launched an offensive. This could mean war. Even so, this may yet be no more than a diversion, with the armies of the Alliance occupying the Empire's attention. It would be comparatively easy for the Griffin supporters to slip into Alamico. He could then incite the rebellion amongst the population, which the Imperial Reserve would be hard-pressed to contain. Eorzea, meanwhile, would be plunged into chaos. Melicity, we must make for the wall at once. Yeah. We need to sort this out. What, just the two of you? Our companions embarked on a mission to sway the Griffin from this course, and they're likely halfway to his compound. It will be dangerous, but the confusion may work to our advantage. If we are careful to avoid the skirmishes, we may yet be possible to reach the Griffin, and if we can do that, we can stab him. Lady Hilda, might I ask that you have an airship ready to bear the Scion to safety? I don't know who this Lady Hilda is, Marshal, but you can count on me. We must prepare for Imperial reprisal. May the Navigator guide us through the storm. Oh, we're all so fucked. All just... This is not good. I did... Oh. Yep, they are all dressed as us. Crud. So is this the real Griffin or the fake Griffin? Forward, comrades! The time has come to drive the Empire from Alamigo and force action upon those who have turned their backs to our suffering for so long. Let this victory be the first step in liberation of our homeland. Alamico will be free, no matter the cost. I don't like this development. We need to go over there. To sort the shit out. Oh, hey Ape. Nice to see you. Always looking snazzy as nice. Alright, Alfie, what do you say? From what Papalima told me, the trails ahead should lead us into the shadow of the wall. As we have two objectives, I suggest we divide our forces. I shall make straight way for the tunnels and attempt to intercept our comrades ere they stumble into a bloodbath. While I do so, I must ask that you scale the wall. Know that I would not propose as a course if there were any other way, but the time for subtlety is past. Take a band of your most trusted companions and cut a path through the Griffin. Make him see reason by any means necessary. I will stab him. That is how I will do it. Once we are free of the tunnels, we will make for your position with all due haste, and if everything proceeds according to plan, Hilda will then swoop in and spirit us away to safety. I only pray that we have enough time. Yeah. I hope. Alright, Abe, you're joining me for a dungeon, I take it? Hello. Invite to party. Oh, look at this cute little thing. Oh, he is a tiny otter. He is a tiny fishing otter. Hello. So cute. Oh, I should summon my little minion. Where is my minion? Summon. Alright. I am not signed up for anything other than Belsar's Wall. Oh, I love having a healer in my party. Just as much as I love being the healer in the party, but it's very nice to go into this new stuff as a DPS. This is a cool looking dungeon. Oh, what's that? I haven't seen that beast before. Oh my god! We're 3 Lalas! With Abe! Yeah, I can see why you feel like a teacher. Like, you're wearing a tie and everything. Running around with 3 little kids just here to destroy the world. I mean, make you my partner in dance. I've never seen so many Lalas in a dungeon. It's usually just me or maybe one other if I'm lucky. My spells are so pretty. Oh god. And then we have Holy being cast also. I swear fights in this game are just flashes of light at times. Can't see shit. But it looks amazing, so it doesn't matter. Hello, Kane. So this is Canis Pugnax. I don't know what that is. But it looks kind of cool. Makes me think maybe it's a form of dog. But I'm thinking more like a canine then. It's a puck? Are you saying the big beast is a pug? Because it doesn't... Maybe. I haven't seen its face yet, so maybe it is a pug. Everything, stop moving. Oh, I need to buff us up. Sorry, I forgot my buff. I always think it's kind of cool that this entire technology that we see the Garlean Empire have is all based on the Alekan technology. And in a way they were even more advanced than the current Garlean Empire. Still, the first time I saw the Garlean Empire in this game, I thought this was basically Star Wars. Okay, no use running with tether. Okay, let's buff up. And stand in the healing dome. Oh, there is actually a person on top of this thing. Oh, I have something on my head and I don't know what it is. Ooh, that took a lot of damage. I apologize, Abe, if I was taking unnecessary damage. I don't know. First time here. So we just... Well, Oven also isn't moving, so maybe I'm doing this right? We'll just hope. Imagine being the Garlean Empire right now. Like, not only are you being attacked for no reason by the Eorzean alliance, but the Warrior of Light just shows up going like, hi, I'm gonna ruin your day. Oh, we're on an elevator? Oh, I don't need those. I bought the new expansion pack, so I have this one. I also don't like this pose I'm doing. There. I think she's kind of cute when she's all huffy. Okay. Bust. Do the buff. Big boys. I think Abe zoned out there for a second. Abe says, I get it now. Garlean Empire is Amazon and we're in a warehouse. Yeah. That does fit. Shame we're not allowed to take them pee breaks, you know? Don't drink from any bottles you find. That is like horrible work. Alright. Oh, I forgot to finish my thing. I was wondering why I couldn't do any attacks. I started working on next week's lore video. I'm a little bit behind on the video, so I'm doing them like... I'm trying to bulk up right now. So next week's video is probably gonna be... what's it called? I just recorded it yesterday. The Conjurer, yeah. And then over the next following weeks we're gonna get the Lancer, the Archer, and the Thaumaturge, and hopefully the Arcanist. And then I think I've gotten everything, and we're gonna finish up with the Rogue. Because even though they are a class that, like, you have to get in the game, it's still a class from level 1. So it could be a fun little, like, bonus thing. Then I'm really tempted to do maybe the races. Because the races all have some, like, neat stories. I haven't quite decided yet on what I want to do. There's so many lore things I want to do. And of course, when I reach the more, like, modern story, I can start doing more, like, current content lore. What is this? Okay, I'm just gonna ignore it. And I'm trying my best to get up to, like, finish the story before Endwalkers. But I don't know if I'm gonna manage, but I will do my best. Do you guys know, when does Endwalkers come out, actually? It was sometimes in November, wasn't it? I forget the date. Like, I've bought the expansion pack, like, I pre-ordered it, which is the reason why I have the little earring. On the 19th, November 19th, okay. And then I better hurry with the main story. I still have 2 expansion packs to go. And September is soon to be over. I'm gonna be starting my reading exams for the kiddos next week. And there's usually, like, you know, September is ending when you start the reading exams. So, time really flies. Holy shit. Oh, god damn it. There we go. Can we, like, not put everything under me, please? I have short legs, so it takes me a while to move anywhere. I know that's not true. Like, I know we all move at the same speed, but... Oh, look at the fire over there. Okay. I'm so angry that they're dressing up as the Alliance. That's such a shitty move to make. I understand they want to, like, save their homeland, but why throw everybody else's home into war? It's just such a douche move. I mean, I don't know all the story around Alamigo and their war. I wanted use. Oh, speaking of which, I should probably, like, eat something. I'm gonna eat a tart. There we go. Oh, Owen, honey. We're always going to be seen as kids. You can't take the Lala seriously as adults. Oh yeah, juice boxes are amazing. We sometimes get Capri-Sun at our school if we have to take the kids on field trip. We get these special sandwiches and Capri-Sun, and it's the best. Like, it's the best lunch to have. None of my coworkers like those sandwiches at Capri-Sun, but I'm like, yay! It's yummy. Alright. Are you the real shithead or the fake shithead? No, Cluscup, I will not buy followers. You bastard! Oh no, we're not negotiating. We are killing him. Fuck you, Wilbert. Yeah, I am never buying followers or subs. Just no.
How'd you like these?
I'd rather have people watch me who actually want to watch my stuff than some fake people. Also, just you.
I'll tear you limb from limb.
Oh, I'm.
Sloppy.
I hate his voice. I hate his face. I hate him.
For al amigo!
Oh.
I have you now.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. There is nowhere safe to stand.
How'd you like these?
Oh, we can kill the braid, please. Yep. Oh, I should buff up my friend here. Buff, buff, buff. Die horrible, painful death. Oh. Abe is stuck in something. That's not good. Gotta keep the teacher free so you can, like, make sure we are all sorted.
Sloppy.
Shut up.
I'll tear you limb from limb. Sloppy. For al amigo! I have you now. How'd you like these?
I like it that she doesn't even celebrate. We both agree that fuck that dude. Oh, I hate him so much. You're shit. Oh, thank you. Give Owen some. Oh, these are not for me, okay. Alright, let's get into the cinematic. I have several torture methods like I would like to propose for him before we execute him, just saying. They're all very unpleasant.
You've beaten me, aye.
Yes. Fuck you.
But you cannot stop what I've begun. Behold, A glimpse of things to come.
God damn it.
We did it! We showed the bastards!
Aye! Victory is ours!
And who knows, lads? Mayhap the Eorzeans will finally see sense when the enemy turns up on their bloody doorstep.
Oh God.
This is for Alamigo, for Eorzea. They die that others may live.
Oh, that little shit is also here. No. No, 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 no. Please don't do this.
Vanguards! Attack!
Seven hells. Do you hear that?
No, that is disgusting.
War machines. How did they get here so quickly?
Stand your ground! For the resistance!
They're just killing their own men now. This makes no sense. Like, why would... Oh...
There's nowhere to run. We're cut off.
Gods help us! What were we thinking? The Empire's too big. Too powerful. Mighty Ralker. Grant us the strength to crush our...
There you are.
As you can see, our infiltrators did not elude me for long. Lady Ugiri is sending for an airship even as we speak.
Things have gone really bad.
What do we do? This is a massacre!
How wonderful to see you, Commander.
Illbird. I should have known. This has to end. It has to end now. Do you not see your countrymen dying? Have your ideals rendered you blind even to that? Order the retreat, and we will help your soldiers to safety.
Retreat? With the moment of my triumph so close at hand? You truly are a sheltered child, Leveilleur.
It hogs eyes. No abyss is too deep for you, I see. But trust me when I say that such power was not meant for mortal hands.
How long have I struggled to reach this point? My countrymen, so inured to the taste of defeat, they no longer balk at its bitterness, shouting my throat raw with rallying cries, only to be greeted with dull eyes and blank faces. My brothers and sisters in Ulda have surrendered to their apathy and their appetites. Were it not for the glint of Lodorito's coin, I doubt even those here now would have answered my call. Take back our homeland! Free Al Amigo! Ha! They'll happily mouth the words, but they won't spill the blood. You say no mortal should wield these eyes? Then I shall gladly become a demon. I will suckle on the souls of the hopeless and liberate the homeland they no longer deserve.
What exactly do you mean to do?
Did you hear their cries as victory was snatched away from them? Even with their dying breaths, they cursed the Empire. Never has their desire for vengeance been so raw, so true. A god has no need of faith when summoned by so pure.
He's gonna become a primal.
Purpose.
Summoned? You cannot mean to fight the Empire with a primal? You know full well the danger, the futility of relying on such power.
Oh yes, I know their limitations. Which is why I will call upon a deity more terrible than the very black worm of the calamity itself.
God.
What? Here? Now?
Like hells you will!
An ending to mark a new beginning. My pain, my longing, you shall have it all!
Oh my god, he just... Oh! Oh my god, there's so many bodies. Do you hear the song?
This light, is it...
His death completed the ritual. The primal is taking shape.
Well, can't we stop it? There must be something we can do!
There is one thing.
What? Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Master Louisoix briefly contained Bahamut by means of a potent spell of sealing. I will now attempt
Oh,
to do the same.
he has the... Because he has the...
But that's
thing.
impossible! We would need hours to collect the necessary ether, if not days.
He has the staff.
Ah, Alphino, though I concede it may not always be apparent, I was ever your grandsire's finest pupil.
Tuptimati, of course! The staff still holds enormous power, broken or not.
Don't you dare, Papalymo! I know how that spell works.
Wait, how does the spell work?
It is time to leave.
We...
Quite right. Quickly now, off you go. The further away, the better.
No! If you're staying, then so am I.
No, Ida. There is a path only you can walk, and it must not end here. Not like this. Take her! Please, you have to take her!
What? No! Damn it, Thancred! Put me down! Thancred!
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you! Go!
Oh! Oh my god. I trust you. I have to trust him. I have to trust him. I have to give him that. I can't.
Hilda! I think he means now!
Could we have stayed behind? I'm curious how the choice,
I bid thee farewell again, my dear Ida. Now, let us see how good a student I truly was.
I think you did it. Look up in this. Oh! It's there. I'm curious. The choice I had the choice to trust in him or say I wanted to stay. If I had said I wanted to stay, would I have stayed with him? Like, would there have been a change in the story? I have a really bad feeling that Papalymo is not okay anymore. Please, Ida, You have to explain how this works. Why? Why didn't they let me stay? Pabalimo is my friend. I should have been there with him. You could see it in his eyes, Ida. He knew what he was doing, what had to be done. Master Louis wore the same look right before the end. Do you think I don't know that? I know, alright, I know. There is nothing more you could have done. Ilbert caught us all off guard. Even Melicity was powerless to stop him. If you must blame someone, then blame me. Just promise that you will never forget that Pabalimo strove to protect, or the lesson he tried to teach you. Don't speak to me. Leave Ida with me. Go on. Go back to the Rising Stones. The others need to know what happened there. What happened here. Can I... Like, is he truly dead? Oh, I can't fly over there. That thing is stunning, isn't it? Right. It is plain the recent events have shaken Alphinaud to its core. Once again, I find myself at loss for words. But Thancred is right. We must return to the Rising Stones and appraise our companion of all of this. Pray make your way there at once. I will send word to Istola and the others of our immediate return. This is terrible. This is so bad. We were doing so good. It was all getting sorted. It was all working out so well, and now it's game. I swear this game's favorite thing is just to go it's just to remind me that everything goes wrong all the time. Alright, Alice, hello. It would seem you bring ill tidings, brother. Aye, behind the griffin mask we found the grinning face of an old adversary, Ilbert. I know not how, but he had in his possession the eyes of Nidhogg, whose dread power he used to initiate a summoning ritual, even as we looked on. By the 12. I don't understand. To attempt such a magic require every ounce of one's ether. No one, not even grandfather, could cast it and hope to survive. Indeed, it was a last resort, as I am certain Pabalimo was aware. Thus did the pupil follow in the footsteps of his master, even unto the grave. I've as yet been unable to explain how Ilbert come to possess Nidhogg's eyes. In the depths of the Sea of Clouds, a perpetual storm of water and wind, aspected either ages, no mortal could endure such condition. Then mayhap it was the work of an Asian. But now is not the time to idle speculation. Krile, I have need of your assistance. Yes, of course. We must inspect the cocoon of light and ascertain the state of the primal trapped within. Between our respective talents, I dare say we shall glean some measure of insight. Understood. I can't promise I'll be able to sense much through the barrier, but I shall certainly do my best. As shall I. Let us be about it then. What, without so much as a by your leave? Pray forgive Arkanistola her brevity. She seeketh employment lest her grief deprive her of the will to act. Desire to come forth either doubtless compounded her unseemly haste. I too must contend with the grievous loss in mine own way. By thy leave, ladies Elisee, I shall honour our fallen colleagues through gainful study. There exists writing which may yet further our understanding of this cocoon of light. Mayhap I was too quick to judge. Surrendering to sadness and regret would be a poor tribute to Papalima's sacrifice. Quite. We must begin preparation to face Ilbert's accursed creation without delay. What time we have was purchased at too dear a price for us to squander it. Oh, this sucks. This really, really sucks. I got orchestra roll. Hey, Alice. The intermediate awaits for news from Gridania seems to be taking its toll on Alice. We're doing something with Sid, and I'm getting a lot of orchestra rolls as of late. Melicity, I wish I had more to tell you, but the situation in the East Route remains largely unchanged, meaning we still have no idea how long it will be before a communication from the Alliance. One moment. Yes, of course, our representative will be present. My thanks. Words from Gridania. The council will shortly be reconvened. The Alliance leaders have already begun to assemble. They will discuss the primal, of course, as of Istola last report. The cocoon yet hung above the wall, unchanged. Yes, but the elder seats here doubtless share our concern about how long it will remain. So I am told that Sid Garland has been called in to add his expertise to the proceeding. A wise decision. The more minds we have working on this, the better. Well then, I suggest we leave the Rising Stones in Tataru capable hands and make haste for the Lotus Strand. Yeah, I think it would be good to have both the twins there. This is such a mess.
A word, if you would, good sir. This place, it is within the realm of Eorzea.
You're an odd-looking fellow, aren't you? Still, takes all sorts, I suppose. This here's Vesper Bay, Thanalan's door to the ocean, as some folk like to call it.
Am I to understand from your answer that I have indeed arrived in Eorzea?
Yes.
Eh? Yes? You're in Eorzea?
Ah! A plain response at last, and the one I wanted at that. My journey was not without its hardships, and I would sooner travel by land than put to sea again. You do not believe that so small a bark could bear me across the ocean? Such timid little sailors. I had but to set my course, and set my jaw till I made port.
You want all this on a rowboat? Okay, who is this crazy person? Hi.
No. It would perhaps have been wise to lay down my oars a moment to sup on more than the spray of brine water. By the trembling of my limbs, I sense a brief repast may be in order. Nay, I will not hearken to the feeble grumblings of an empty belly. Duty comes before all.
Good God, man. Are you all right?
Thou art far indeed from home, friend.
I'm glad Uriansha was home, because that is a new strange development. A very strange one indeed. Where am I going? Yeah, to Gridania, okay. That was a new person. I have not seen this one before. He might be Doman? Because they seem like the Domans seem to have this Far Eastern appearance. But I honestly don't know. Yeah. Þetta er vatnið mitt. Okay. Hi. Oh, hey, ekki mikrofon. Sorry, co-host is awake. And she thinks he's allowed to steal my water. Nei. 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 Welcome, warrior of light. This way, if you please. Don't lick my... Ekki sleikja glasið mitt. Jói.
Dear friends, pray accept my heartfelt thanks for your efforts in defense of Gridania's borders. I would fain dwell longer on my gratitude for the support of the Alliance, but the situation at Belsar's Wall demands that we forego such pleasantries.
According to our most recent intelligence, the cocoon of light that formed in the air above the wall remains undimmed and unbroken. After measuring the cocoon's etheric concentrations, Archon Y'shtola has confirmed the presence of a primal entity.
So it did form.
So we must assume that Ilbert's thrice damned god is indeed trapped within. And what news of the Imperials? They're not like to ignore such a spectacle.
Sir, a Garlean airship was observed making an approach, but the vessel was destroyed when it drew near. The Empire appears to have made no subsequent attempts to reach the object.
How was it destroyed?
The soldiers who witnessed the incident spoke of a lance of light issuing from within the cocoon. Of an entire warship being reduced to smoking ruin in the space of a moment.
Holy shit.
Veterans of Cartano, meanwhile, likened the destruction to that wrought by the fiery wrath of Bahamut.
We could face another calamity.
So the Primal is awake then? Contained, yes, but for how long? We must destroy it now, lest it break free.
Agreed. There is, however, the small matter of how to get close enough to a being that swats warships from the sky as you would a bothersome gnat.
Well, that's why you're here, Sid.
Is this truly so complex a puzzle? Or have you no stomach for the obvious solution?
Hi, Nero. Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
What in the hells are you doing here?
He's
Pleasure
being
to
amazing.
see you too, Garland. Now, if you'd be so kind as to explain to these good people why you should be begging me for my assistance, that would be most appreciated.
Oh, let the pompous idiot in. He's all good. He's just... His ego is,
Who is
like
this man?
so large. That's Nero.
Oh, how terrifically rude of me. Nero Tolskeva, former tribunus of the 14th Legion of the Garlean Empire. These days, however, one might say that I'm something of a free agent.
What do you want, Nero?
I was getting to that. Although you already know what I'm about to propose, old friend. As you have rather belatedly realized, within that frail binding lurks an entity alike in strength to the great Bahamut, and the only force in existence which might conceivably contend with such a foe is the very creation which captured the Elder Primal in the first place. I speak, of course, of Omega.
Omega? That Hulk has been gathering dust beneath the plains of Cartanow since the Allagans breathed their last. And none alive knows how to wake it.
Oh, Nero can figure that out.
I'm sorry? Do you understand who it is with whom you have the privilege of speaking? I'm Nero Tolskeva, Master Engineer, the mechanical genius who restored the Ultima weapon to full operational capacity. And as luck would have it, I am graciously offering you the use of my considerable expertise.
And what, you just expect us to accept? You're a fool if you think your deeds at the Crystal Tower are enough to win my trust, Nero.
Trust? You wound me, Garland. All those years, studying side by side at the Academy, sharing both trial and triumph, we were countrymen once, you and I. But sentiment aside, have you a better solution? Or do you mean to send in your vaunted hero there, as you always do, and pray the world is not engulfed in flame?
I can manage.
Let us approach the problem in a rational manner. Does not the fact that Omega slumbers in stasis point to the existence of some overriding technology? A means of control?
I would ask a question, if I may. Nero, was it not? In the event that we succeeded in using Omega to shackle the Primal in the manner you propose, what then would become of it? Do we not risk repeating the mistakes of the Allagans?
Omega is but a tool. How we choose to employ that tool is entirely up to us. Of course, if you would rather leave it buried beneath Cartano while you continue your petty squabbles above, then I suppose that is also your choice.
Spare us, Nero. The Seedseer's concern is a valid one. He who controls Omega wields the power of the gods, the very power which led the Allagans to destroy themselves.
And does it not fall to we engineers to prevent such misuse? What was your company's proud slogan? Freedom through technology?
A creed you follow, is it? What say you? Do we take this villain at his word?
I mean... yeah... honestly, he does make a convincing case in this case. But I don't fully trust him. No, but I'll keep an eye on him. I'll be on Nero babysitting duty.
As will I. I don't like it, but then it doesn't look like we have much choice. Would the Council be willing to entrust this matter to a pair of former Imperials?
We are not really swimming in choices,
Yes.
are we?
The task of restoring the Allagan relic will be yours. But the responsibility for its reawakening must remain with the Council. Do we condone this course of action?
Aye. 'Twould seem we do. Let the record show that we invest this contingent with the authority to enter Cartano and take command of Omega. Sid, I appoint you leader of the expedition. Scions, I would ask that you assign some few of your number to escort Master Garland and supervise the other one.
Like I say, I'm on babysitting duty, no problem.
We should be happy to oblige. The politics of Cartano being what they are, I dare say our neutrality will prove useful in avoiding any unnecessary entanglements.
If I am not mistaken, Doma occupies a similarly neutral position. Might we not persuade you to join the expedition, Lady Yugiri? If you suspected any foul play from Nero, you would be welcome to kill him.
My blade is yours.
Not a moment's hesitation, eh? You'll forgive me if I do not shake your hand.
This is... I mean, this is gonna work fine. Nero is okay. He's a little bit off in the head, but he's okay. We can kinda trust him. Kinda. Hopefully. I'm not seeing them here, so... Well, that was rather unexpected development, and one which raises a number of questions. Not least among them how Nero chanced to learn of the council meeting in the first place. Oh, he has his ways, I'm sure. I don't know what they are, but he's a exceedingly talented man in getting into trouble. Oh, what's this? Oh, now I'm curious. Am I gonna get a gift? Sid and the other are assembling at the airship landing. Alice is already on her way, and it would not not due to lag too far behind. Let us be off. Yeah. Airship landing. Which is in New Gridania. So I need to go here. Wait, no. There. It's under the Adventure Guild. I'm getting a box of some kind. I do like presents. Presents are always fun. There is a reason why I make sure not to buy loot boxes, because I would be terrible. I really like surprises. And I really like gifts and nice things. Like, my favorite sweets are Kinder Surprise just because I can get a toy inside of it. Well, one of my favorite candy, but it's like a favorite on the fun kind. Now, they should be down there. So we're just gonna... Oh, cannot hurl myself down. Oh, the invisible walls always ruining my fun and my potential of broken legs. Hey, Alfie. Where is everyone? That's a good question. Is Nero not here? No. Felicity, Alfino are ready to go. The others have stepped out onto the landing for a moment, lest you wonder. Nero insisted that he be allowed to inspect the Excelsior before boarding. And you let him? Despite this very timely offer of assistance, the thought of that man poking around in the workings of the ship without proper supervision does not fill me with confidence. Calm yourself, Alfino. Your sister was adamant that he would never leave her side. She and Sugiri are... well, here they are now. So they were watching him. Right, I think that's everyone. Shall I set course for Cartino? Might I ask that we delay our departure slightly? I require no more than a few hours at most. Our colleagues are studying the cocoon as we speak, and I would hear the latest observation ere we proceed. It would seem wise to gain as clear of understanding of the situation as possible before formulating a plan. Oh, I thought time was against us. How foolish of me. Hold your tongue. When we want your opinion, we'll ask for it. Forgive me, my lady. I shall keep my counsel until such time as you have finished procrastinating. Alright, while Alfino speaks with his colleagues, I shall fly the Excelsior over Mordona, and we can reconvene at the Rising Stones. Mine apologies of the trouble. I shall visit Istola and the others forthwith, and join you as soon as I'm able. Felicity, pray accompany Alice back to the Rising Stones. I should feel safer knowing that you are present to entertain our guests. Yeah, no problem. Right, everyone heading to Mordona is welcome. Everyone heading to Mordona is welcome to travel aboard the Excelsior. And clear things with the girl at the counter here. Let her know when you're ready to leave. Okay. Everyone to their place. So I have to go to the Rising Stones. Or maybe this is the clothes from Tetru. Because he did that whole measuring. You're traveling with Master Garland, miss? The Enterprise Excelsior is right this way. Yes. Please and thank you. Not quite a door-to-door service, but I couldn't exactly land her in the toll's main square. It's close enough. It's close enough. Shall we adjourn to the Rising Stone then? Oh, I should have talked to them before. Yes. We need to build a landing area for airships at the Rising Stones. Right, let's see how things are. Are we actually taking Nero with us inside the Rising Stones? And if he keeps on showing up at opportune moments like this, yep, there he is. He's gonna become part of, well, the science. I know Nero's a guest here, but we don't exactly have the happiest history with the Empire, do we? So my question to you is, do I offer him tea? Probably. Fear not, I shall keep a close eye on our new ally. One was created to capture Bahamut and other to surpass him. Which will prove the stronger, I wonder. We must be careful, old friend. The working weapon of Allagan were expressly designed to subdue primals, but men like Gaius will always seek to use them against mankind. It falls to us to ensure the Omega is never employed as a weapon of war. In the wrong hands, it would be bad. Yeah, it would. Oh, Femina is over there. Everybody has moved again. Jorge Boulder and his companions left to continue the reconnaissance on the beast tribes. They were adamant about shouldering what burden they could, while the senior scion were occupied with this cocoon emergency. The determination upon their faces. There is nothing more blinding than youth burning with purpose. Yeah, alright. Hey, Nero. Let's do this. What you up to? You better not insult our base.
So these are the fabled headquarters of the Scions. I confess I would have expected an order of self-proclaimed warrior scholars to surround themselves with the fruits of man's enlightenment. And yet there's not so much as a single piece of magitech in sight.
That's on purpose.
It never ceases to amaze me how primitive you Eorzeans truly are.
I'll have you know that the Rising Stones is home to the very latest in magitech innovation. Wedge calls it the Mark 14 Thermocoil Boil Master, and it's the finest kettle I've ever had the pleasure to own.
Okay. That was unexpected, but okay.
We are returned. Well, Ida and I, at least. Ishtola and the others remain behind to continue their assessment of the binding magic.
There didn't seem much point staying just for that, so I decided to come back with Alphino. Papalimo bought us this time. We shouldn't waste it.
Yeah.
By your leave!
Oh, he is here.
Good God, that voice could fell a gigas.
This is the Rising Stones, domicile of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I enter at the invitation of one Lord Urianger. I spy you there, Shadow Walker. You always were a hard one to find.
Yugiri, do you know this man?
Gosetsu, why are you come to Eorzea?
In search of you, Yugiri. For days and nights did I row across the angry sea. I made port in good spirits, only for my own flesh to betray me over the trifling matter of an empty belly. Collapsed in the street like an unfed stray I was, until Lord Urianger came to my aid. Over a most welcome meal, we spoke of the plight of Doma, and I learned of our displaced countrymen's work to resettle this blighted land. 'Twas blind fortune that I was able to locate you so swiftly. But now we must make ready to depart. Our master languishes in dire peril, and Doma calls her daughter home.
It It is not so simple, Gozetsu. There are obligations which bind me here.
You refuse? Did you mislay your oath during your flight from our homeland? The laws of hospitality must be honored, but surely the vow to defend your master demands the greater obeisance.
It was our master who bid me guide our people to safe haven by any means necessary. And it was the scions you see before you who provided us succor and sanctuary when all others refused. Dire peril or no, were I to return without first repaying such hospitality, our master would cut me down at the threshold.
Mayhap that is so.
There is more. A crisis threatens all within this realm, Eorzean and Doman alike, and I go to play my part in its resolution. I will not bring shame upon our liege by abandoning my people or my duty.
How very noble of you. Now, in the name of honor, kinship, and, yes, practicality, might I suggest we get this expedition underway? Or would you rather debate the finer points of duty and leave Omega to the Empire?
The Empire? You, Giri? You draw steel against the curse of Garlemald?
Always.
Then why did you not say so? My blade is oath-bound to fall upon the ranks of the Imperials wheresoever they march. Lead on, Shadow Walker, and may the enemy tremble at our coming.
Nero, you should back away. That man is gigantic. Melicity, wait, could I speak with you a moment? Oh no, it's happening. Do you remember when I had to meet me at the Diamond Force and we ambushed you? Yes. Well, once we had you measurement, I set to work making you a traveling outfit in my spare time. I've only just this moment finished the stitching, but I wanted you to have it before you left. Here. You know, you can try it on right now if you like. Is it gonna be good? I don't know how to react to that. Assuming we measured correctly, the fit should be just right. Snug, but not too snug, if you know what I mean. So, how does it feel? Yeah, you're not just saying that, are you? Oh, I can't tell you how much this means to me. To have crafted something worthy of the Warrior of Light. It's, well, let's just say it makes all the practice worthwhile. Also suit in a bloody pearl charm too, you know, bring you home. May it always protect you. Thank you? It's not, I don't know. It's not bad. Not sure it's my style, but does it have any stats? No? Is it just glamour? Oh, I need to sort this thing. There. Yeah, it's just glamour. That is kind of cute though. We're gonna have to do a little detour to Gridania. I need to make an outfit out of this. Because this is actually kind of cute. And I think it would fit the story to go on wearing this for a bit. There's always music here. Always. That's kind of, yeah. I don't like the glasses. The glasses are definitely not my style. But I do have a cute set of glasses I can use instead. So let's see if I can like make something out of this. Let me see. So there was not main hand. I'm still gonna put all of it in the thing just because they are all still. Oh no, head, body, hands. Does he give me anything? Cyan jacket. I don't think so. I think it was just like pants and boots and stuff. Oh, I was meaning to put these in here. Leg, so cyan, cyan, cyan. Cyan's adventure bottoms. And then it should be cyan adventurous boots. Okay. I'm not using this one. So I think I would like to use my glasses. God, I'm starting to have like so many things. Where did it go? There. Okay, I would like to hide my gloves. No, there's not. Like, that's kind of neat. And then she had the cyan adventuring boots. Kind of like remind me of Alice's and Alphinaus. I don't want to have anything on this. I would like to hide this, hide and hide. Yeah. Just for like story wise, I'm gonna wear this for a bit. Just because he made it for me. So I think that just is really fitting. So let's go back. But yeah, I prefer it with the glasses, like my glasses. I've never been much into monocles. Oh, wow. That was a surprise lag. That felt unnecessary. While we load it in, I need to make sure like everything is working okay. I have still plenty of space left on my PC. Recording is in order. All is good. So, let's do the rounds once before we start. It's just the 2 unexpected guests, then still I suspect that each will prove useful in his own way. Yeah, hello, big one. My blade shall carve a path through the Empire's rank as a scythe fell stalks of weed. Okay. How dare he mock the sign like that? If I ever had so a set of travelling clothes for him, I might just forget to take out the pins. Oh. Never did I think to hear Gosetsu's voice echo through these halls. No, I don't think anyone thought that would happen. Truly, I had no idea Doman could be so loud. He and Yugiri could hardly be more different. Oh, I think he's going to fit right in. I think it's going to help with like keeping Nero in check. The Mark 14th Thermocoil Boilmaster. Dear me, how risible must the previous 13 iterations have been? I could design a more effective water heater in the time it took the ill-conceived lump to become lukewarm. Fly free, my pretty. So, we have to wake Omega up, right? When do we start? Ida, are you sure that's... I'm serious. I won't lie and say I'm completely fine, but I feel a lot better if I'm doing something useful. Very well, I will remain here and continue coordinating our efforts with the Alliance. Alphino, mayhap you could return to Gridania and assist Istola and Krile? A fine suggestion. The rest of us will form the Cartano expedition party. Nero and I will focus on rousing Omega, while Melisdy, Ida, and our Doman friend take care of security. He's amazing. The Excelsior is by the lake, just outside of town. We'll leave as soon as everyone's ready. We'll be fine. I love it that, like, now, pretty much everyone in the science is dressed by Tataru. Like, even us. Well, let's fly out. We need to get this thing on the road, head down to Cartanu, and just rouse a horrible Allagan Empire machine. That's what we need. Katsu is an accomplished swordsman. Should it come to battle, he will prove a staunch ally. Would that I could say the same for Nero. Will this contraption truly bear us through the skies? Oh, you never been on an airship. Well, that's gonna be a cool first experience. Soon, Omega, soon, I will see you rise again. And Ida, I was a bit lost for a while back there, but I'll be fine. Trust me. Oh. We haven't far to go. With any luck, we'll be at Cartanu before Gotsetsu graces the deck with his dinner. Once there, however, we had best be on our guard. Given that Elena Roel was still active and Omega was discovered, we can be sure that the Empire has long been aware of its existence. And if Nero deemed it the obvious solution to the threat posed by the new primal, it's not impossible that Garlemald might do the same. Have your weapon ready and your wits about you. Something tells me we're flying into a fight. Oh, nice. Oh, sorry, Alf. I can't have anybody with me. Sorry, Abe. I would take you with me into this, but I don't think they allow that, sadly.
Now, where was that? Ah. I've enabled the teleporter. One brief jump and we shall arrive in Omega's control room.
He's awfully familiar with it.
You've been here before.
Of course. It was no easy task threading a path through all the skirmishes. But how could I ignore the existence of such a fascinating toy? You may trust that my preliminary examination was suitably thorough.
Trust? Aye. I trust your appetite for technology. I chased down a suspect airship, and who should I find but the traitor, Sid Garland.
Oh. Hello.
Searching for something, engineer? Something big? It's close, isn't it? It's like all my name days have come at once.
Of all the scouts the Empire could have sent. Take care of that brute, will you?
God damn it. Can't let Nero tinker around in there by himself. I'm sorry to leave you to it, but I dare say you'll manage without me. This clod has no idea who he's dealing with.
No, he doesn't. He's in for a nasty surprise. Hi.
I am Gosetsu, Samurai of Doma, you will rue your choice of opponent this day.
Oh, that's a big axe. Ah, well, hammer. So am I to understand it correctly that samurais came with
This one'll sting.
Shadowbringers, I think? No, I
Leave
don't
this to
know.
me.
What's... I forget. Stormblood. Stormblood. Yeah. Samurai came with Stormblood, I think. So this is the game, like the player's first introduction to the samurai. You're also chatty in a fight.
Look upon a samurai of Doma.
No holding back.
No retreat. No surrender.
I have you.
It's all over now.
Surrender? You're outnumbered. Oh, honey. Wouldn't be the first time. Are you still playing with those soldiers? I suppose I can lend you one of my toys, but only if you promise to give it back. Nero, I don't need anything from you. I'm also concerned when you offer me something like that. Oh. Behold the Red Baron. Now end this nonsense. Yeah, I can play with that. What? No one told me the magic armor. Forward for the Empire. The honorless cur think to abandon his men. I shall see that he shares their fate. Pray attend to the rest of his minion. No problem. Okay, Nero is kind of fun. He does give me fun toys to play with. Now, what can I do with this thing? I can match check cannon. Let's try out the cannon. I have a photon beam.
An opening.
Like so, okay.
Look upon a samurai of Doma.
Yeah, fine stuff.
You watching, Papalimo? Leave this to me.
And by the way, still kind of hoping that Limo comes back, that somehow he survived.
This one'll sting.
I don't want him to be gone.
My
Like,
defense is lacking.
I know he's gone, but I don't want him to be gone.
I have you.
Like, we just got him back. And then he's just...
No holding back.
Oh, more big soldiers. Hello, Colossus.
No retreat.
Let me just blow you up.
With soul and steel.
I'm just doing something. Like, I have no
It's all over now.
plans. Just press the buttons and hope something dies. Hey, big eyes again.
Look upon a samurai of Doma.
Oh, gosh.
You watching, Papalimo? Leave this to me.
The Colossus are scrap and the captain something. Okay. Hey, you can't just run off. Deserting a battle is punishable by death. Or do you just stand your ground? Come back here now, please. Damn it all to the 7 hells. I'll kill you, bastards. If it's the last thing I do. Oh, honey. You're not gonna make it.
I have you.
No holding back. No retreat. No surrender.
With soul and steel.
One thing I'm curious about. Is my outfit dyeable? It is. This guy doesn't really matter that much, so I know we're gonna win him. Off he goes. Yeah, so he didn't die. He ran off like an absolute coward.
Temporal stasis disengaged. All systems operational. Garland?
Oh.
All clear on this side. It's waking up.
Remarkable. Omega sensors immediately detected the presence of the cocoon, even at this distance. They must have been set to scan for sources of energy exceeding certain magnitudes.
I still don't see any means to control the machine directly. It seems to have been designed to act wholly autonomously. Once we release Omega, we can be fairly certain it will attempt to capture the Primal at Belsar's Wall. Assuming its mission is successful, our only option at that point will be to re-engage its stasis system and put it back to sleep.
And should the machine happen to misbehave, we'll simply initiate an emergency shutdown. I confess, we don't yet have a complete grasp of its capabilities, but I'm certain the details will not elude us for long.
I'm very concerned about this, but okay.
Well, I understood less than half of that. So, my question to you is, are we doing the right thing?
What do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah.
All right. Step aside, Sid. Is this the thing I need to press?
Yes, that's the one.
You gave too much for us to waste this chance, Papalimo. So this is for you. And me.
Yes! Fly free, my pretty! Show us what you can do.
Nero, why do you always sound like a psychopath? Oh, boy.
The launch sequence has begun. Omega is loose.
Yes. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, shoot. Oh, welcome back, Ruin. Look at that thing! Oh, that looks horrific. I love all the spines it has. Did we just witness another calamity?
Huh? Omega has stopped transmitting. But that shouldn't be. I didn't engage the stasis system.
And what does this signify? I have little understanding of these contrivances.
I think it means it lost.
The launch went exactly to plan, but all signals emanating from Omega have ceased. This may indicate any number of things,
thank you
but
for the
we will need
follow.
to join the Scions out in the field if we are to ascertain which one.
Right. I've ordered a malfunctioning beast to go to sleep. That should prevent any unfortunate mishaps. I suggest we make our way back to Gridania.
Yeah, this is...
Omega destroyed the cocoon. Papalimo's spell is fading. It was bound to his ether, you see. And if the connection is broken...
What was that? That's not just a tattoo, that's something more, like a link or something. Oh, I wanted to check like how it would look. Please wear clothes. I don't know. Guys, what do you think? Should we go white and black or pink and brown? I don't have any more pastel pink, so this is kind of... Oh, this is kind of what I got at the moment. I feel like I'm not pink enough right now, but at the same time, I don't know if this is really the answer I want to go with. I think the black and white actually does look a little bit better. Sadly. Because we are not pastel enough right now. I'm not sure why we lost control with contacts with Omega. But I mean to find out. Let's be on our way. Oh. I'm concerned. Pink works with boots. So I'm thinking, first we are in Gridania, like this is kind of cute, but I think I would prefer it in pastel pink. Rather than, but pastel pink is just so expensive. Maybe I want just like a pastel pink jacket. I would at least like a pink jacket. Let's talk to you guys first though. One moment everything was functioning perfectly and the next it wasn't. It makes no sense. We need to see what happened for ourselves and soon. Yeah, I agree. So let's use this and use this. Oh, it's okay. Like I can buy it. It's about like 70k, I think, as of late on the server. But then I'll add it to the glamour plate instead of like just the jacket on its own. Word can ill express how glad I am to see you all unharmed. When Omega came, excuse me, stupid speed thing was on. I have to see it. I have to see it with my own eyes. It's so odd to see her without the tattoo. Ida, wait, we must first... the Elder Seer is expecting us. Worry not, Alphino. Gatsu and I will watch over her. You may safely attend your meeting. My thanks, Yugiri. Can you meet me then upstairs in the pub? The council reconvened a short while ago. Let us make haste to the Lotus Stand. All there are eager to hear your testimony. So I think like pink and black might actually look good, but it feels wrong to not have any pink on. Like pink or pastel blue or something. So now I'm keeping an eye out for I'll wait for you here. I'm just chilling. Yeah, pastel. So that's what I'm thinking, like pastel pink. I think this would look much cuter. Yeah, definitely pastel pink. If you only have the general purpose pink, then I'll just go buy the pastel. Because the rose pink isn't so expensive. It's the pastel one that's like expensive as fuck. Do I have any, by the way? How am I on my... I have pastel purple, but I don't have pastel pink. And I might need... Would I want to dye... Maybe. Yeah, I think that might look good. And then if I do the boots, maybe? But leave the... Because the shirt understays black, so I shouldn't leave the skirt black. Yeah. So I'm gonna need 2 pastel dyes. I'm running to the auction house just in case you don't have them. So let me know if you have them or not. I'm gonna be standing like... Meet you at Spire. Oh, Spire. Okay. I'll meet you. I don't know where the Spire is, but I'll find you. I'll just look out for an orange name. Meet me just at the Adventuring Guild. Is that Spire? The Roost? Okay, meet me at the Roost if you can, because that's the easiest place for me to find you, and then I can jump in and change my outfit. On my way back to Gildan. Yeah. Sorry. There's a delay and I'm running around. So I'll sit here. I'm being good sitting and waiting. Watching just people come and go. There are so many people playing this game now. It's amazing. Hey. Oh, pastel blue also. Thank you. You are the best. I'm very much into pastels. I quite like them. I took like several years of like really dark colors, and then as of late I've just really fallen in love with pastels. So I'm just going full pastel. What does the pastel blue look like? Not what I'm looking for this one. So like so. And so if we then go with this, see, cute as a button. Please apply this so I look cute. Thank you. Alright. Now we need to go to the Lotus stand and attend a meeting. Also, I like to think Tataru would have like made me clothes fitting my color scheme. Like she would know that I'm a very pink girl. Gimme Ethernet Conjure Guild, and we'll see. Meeting should be here. The Elder Seats here awaits you within. You don't say. I'm guessing everyone is going to be in there. Yes. So, what are all of your thoughts on the situation? Another calamity averted, eh? How many times now have you and yours hauled us back from the brink? I don't know. It would seem Garland's little friend was as good as his word. Yeah. Had I not instructed you to throw Nithaka Cursed Eye into the abyss, all of this might have been avoided. I thought them beyond reach. Beyond reach? Yeah, well, we all thought them beyond reach. But I did say, like, it felt odd to throw something like that off a cliff. My friend, fully eager I have awaited for your return. Few indeed could have discerned the duty entrusted to you, and most humbly do we thank you for seeing it done. You're too kind, Elder Seats here. As I recall, we as good as demanding the right to try. But tell me, how did the battle unfold? We succeeded in waking Omega Eye, but we lost contact with the weapon shortly after it launched. From our position in the control room, we were blind to all that followed. What word could do justice to such a scene? None of my choosing, that must be certain. But I can give you the fact. The cocoon hatched even as Omega arrived, and from its mid rose a great dragon. The pair duly sat about each other in the skies over Girabania. The primal might defied belief. It seemed the very heavens would be rent asunder by the force of its blows, and it wielded such magic as I've never seen and hope to never see again. The battle raged on with no end in sight until both combatants were engulfed in blinding flash of light. When the radiance faded, I saw the pair fall motionless from the sky, coming to rest somewhere on Alamiga soil. I will not speak to the rest, but my eye, it seemed that each had landed a fatal blow upon the other. All let's hope so. While most among us could think only of Bahamut when looking upon the primal form, the Domans were heard to whisper the name Shinroi. It would appear that the being resembled a creature of Far Eastern legend, and we have found it convenient to refer to as such. The Shinru's fate, and indeed that of Omega, is yet unknown. We have alas no eye of Giraban's side of the border. Aye, which is why we have sent our main force under the command of Marshal Turpin to capture the wall. With the Imperial in disarray, we have the perfect opportunity to secure Gridania's border and assess the aftermath of the impact. I myself will join the Marshal and his men when the council is adjourned. Well, that explains a few things. I'll wait till that flash of light coincides with our loss of contact. Lest you wonder why we quickly re-engage Omega's stasis system, so even if it has fallen into Empire's lap, it will be of no use to them, save perhaps as a statue. Correct, without me to guide their effort, it would take them decades to decipher Omega's core function, if they manage to it at all. Such reassurance do much to calm our fears, yet the relic's fate is but one of several concerns. Indeed, I humbly submit that the time has come for us to make contact with the resistant representative in Girabania. Though Ilbert has forced our hand, it would seem only logical to seek an alliance, given the inevitability of Imperial retaliation. And by working in concert, it's not impossible that Alamico might finally be wrestled from Garlemal's grasp. Yeah, I mean, it would be good to save them. Oh, there's Alfino. Hello. You must be exhausted. I would ordinarily suggest that we retire directly to the Rising Stones, but I wonder if you might first make a small detour. Yustola and the other have gathered at Amaraxian Spire, and I imagine that you too would be interested to see what has become of the wall now the cocoon is gone. It is decided then. Lead on. Yes, I would very much like to know. To think if Papalimo hadn't sacrificed his life, we probably would have had another calamity. Which would have been very, very unfortunate. Are we downstairs? Oh, there's Abe.
My friends, I cannot well express how glad I am to see you both unharmed. They say that Omega's clash with the Primal shook the very firmament.
You need not have worried. The battle took place far above the ground. We were able to observe in relative safety, though I'm given to understand that there were casualties on the far side of the wall.
Oh.
It was like watching a nightmare unfold before our very eyes. Ilbird's primal manifested in the form of a colossal dragon, a being of pure violence. It burst forth from the cocoon with such terrible force.
That such a horror should spring from the eyes of Nidhogg comes as no surprise. Nor do I wonder at its form. Ilberd all but announced it in the moments prior to his death. Plainly, it was his dying wish to visit a second calamity upon the Empire.
And I am quite certain the abomination would have obliged had it not found itself outmatched by Omega. Gods! I am no stranger to the works of Alag, but even I was unprepared for the machine's furiosity. It beggared belief.
And how fares poor Ida in the midst of all this? Have you spoken with her?
She's up on the platform, lost in thought. We deemed it best not to disturb her, but mayhap she would welcome some company after all. Shall we?
Of course. She should be with friends right now.
The light's gone. It was all we had left of him.
Ida.
I don't blame anyone. I knew what was going to happen. I knew the spell Papalimo meant to cast would drain away his life force. I knew that it would only buy us a little time.
Oh, Ida. Oh, she has really long hair.
Ida, there is no need to explain.
But there is. I can't hide in Papalimo's little shadow anymore, and I shouldn't hide behind my sister's mask. 20 years ago, on the day the Empire marched into Alamigo, I was still just a child, not even 5 summers old. My father had been one of the leaders of the revolution. He had fought to overthrow the Mad King, Theodoric. And my sister had fought alongside him. But she was strong and kind, and always knew what to do. But when the Garleans came, everything changed. My father went to war against them too, and I never saw him again. After that, I remember a lot of running. My sister dragged me for miles and miles until we came to the city of Charlian. That was where she met Master Louis Soir. He introduced her to the Circle of Knowing, and she eventually became an Archon.
She was your inspiration. Is that not why you took up her mask and her name? Or did you simply mean to continue what she had started?
You've known all along, haven't you? That I wasn't Ida.
Of course. We all recognized you at once. 'Twas Papalimo who persuaded us to maintain the charade.
It was silly to think I could fool you. I knew that even then, but I sort of decided not to know. Ida died 6 years ago, on a mission to smuggle refugees out of Alamigo. They say she was overwhelmed by Imperial soldiers when she stayed behind to save a little girl. She was so strong. There must have been a lot of them.
I can't demand to know why she didn't tell me. That was hers to share.
I'm sorry for lying to you. My real name is Lise.
Lise.
When Papalimo brought me Ida's mask, it was meant as a keepsake, but I decided I wanted to be his new partner, to keep alive all the good that she had done. I didn't want to become Ida, exactly. At the time, though, I still didn't know who I was myself, and it almost seemed easier to play the role. Papalimo agreed to help, of course, but it was never what he wanted for me. He wanted me to walk my own path, and those were his final words to me. The Archon's mark he gave me is faded, and my last excuse along with it. So this is it. Whatever I choose to do from now on, I do as Lise. And I choose to continue my family's fight. I want Alamigo to be the country that Ida and my father always wanted it to be.
Alright. We'll try to help.
War is upon us once more.
Do you regret standing against the Empire? Would you have chosen a different road, knowing what you know now?
To claim that I never doubted the decision would be a lie. But I made my choice, and I have defended it with blade in hand ever since.
The battle continues, and our steel is needed. Come, Shadow Walker, we leave for the east, for Doma.
It was brave of Lise to remove her mask after so long. Though she has scarce begun to come to terms with Papalimo's laws, that one act made plain her determination to move forward. And should she ever falter, we shall be there to support her on this road she has resolved to walk. Yeah. Let us return to the Rising Stones. We have quite a story to tell Tatru and my sister. Yeah, we do. So that's the ending of Heavensward. Gosh. I know these credit screens are apparently like long as hell, so I am not watching it. Nuh-uh. You should have seen the look of Tetra's face when I recounted Lisa's I realized in retrospect that I should perhaps have waited for you to return. I also told LSA. Apologies. It's okay. He may have mentioned, but Alphino has appraised me of all that came to pass in Gridania. The only task now is to rest. This is the calm before the storm. Lise has chosen her path, and as a friend, we must do what we can do to support that choice. We are fated to join the conflict in any case. Once the Alliance has taken the wall and opened the way to Girabania, we will have little choice but to fight. Which is not to say the cause is unworthy. After all, ignoring the plight of those who might have conceivably save is not wisdom but indolence, correct? I, for one, look forward to joining hand with Alamigans and striking a blow against the tyrants of the Empire. As I rather suspect, do you? Oh, Abe asked, so you do realize you just finished the free trial? What do you think as far as the free trial goes? That was the end of the free trial. Oh my god. That is really good. I think if a person actually finishes the free trial, they're never quitting this game. It is so good. I didn't realize the whole first two packs were in the free trial. I thought it was just the Realm Reborn. Man. I say, if a Realm Reborn didn't sell them on the game, Heavensward definitely should have. So I think it was so good. Quick, march, the Imperial will soon come to their senses, and we must be ready to face the retribution. Oh, but that does mean everyone I play with now from now on is a paying subscriber. That's pretty cool. I think I had played the game for like 2 weeks when I bought all the expansion packs. I just knew. It's almost time, father. I, almost, stand firm, Pippin. I learned to brace myself against the charge of the Bull of Alamigo. No foe will dislodge me. Very well, Ilbert. I will take our homeland back. For the both of us. So we finally get to see Alamigo. I do believe we also get to see Doma in this one. Oh hey! It's the champion of stupidest helmet in this game. My lord Viscroy, our scout have confirmed the preliminary report. Belstar Wall has fallen to the Eorzean Alliance. Ugh. The hunt for Omega and the unknown Icon continue, though both yet elude us, my lord. Their battle caused considerable damage across the region. Should we perchance divert some of our forces for the search to undertake necessary reconstruction work? I forgive me, my lord. I did not intend. Your will be done. Unknown. My spies tell me the Doman call it Shinru, and that it proved a match for Omega. Yes, the coming days promise to be most interesting. Most interesting. That is such a hideously ugly helmet. But thank you for letting me see inside of it so I know he was smiling. The far edge of fate, the road begins anew. The heroes look to eastern skies and behold there something. A dawn of liberation, a gathering storm of blood. I need to slow down with this text. 5 minutes of fate. Alright, so... Beyond the Great Wall.
The question is, how will the Empire respond to the disappearance of Omega and the Primal? Oh, I didn't see you there. Forgive me. Word from Baelsar's wall is proving long in the coming, and my mind cannot help but stray to grim places.
Hey, Tataru.
Alphino, a message from the Alliance.
It's about time. Pray summon the others at once.
Yes, sir.
I love Tataru. The science would fall without her.
General Uldin reports that his forces have secured the breach in Baelsar's wall.
And what of the Primal and Omega?
There is still no sign of either at this time. He writes that they will begin a more thorough investigation shortly. And, as expected, he wishes to petition the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
As expected.
The Alliance's decision to capture a part of Baelsar's wall is open to interpretation.
The wall serves to demarcate Imperial territory, Alamigo included, from the rest of Eorzea. To an observer, the Alliance's actions could be seen as a prelude to invasion.
Indeed. And the Alliance leaders have no wish to be branded invaders.
You're saying they won't fight for Alamigo? Even after everything that's happened?
Not without the consent of her people, no. Make no mistake, Lise. The Alliance is in complete agreement that the Empire must be purged from Eorzea. However, they will not set foot in Gyr Abania until they have formally secured the consent and cooperation of the Alamigan opposition.
They would have us act as intermediaries.
Precisely. The Scions are uniquely qualified to serve in this capacity. That is to say, Lise's, given her personal connection to the Resistance. Who better than you to broker an agreement between the Alliance and the people of Alamigo? Assuming you are willing, of course.
Of course I am. You know I'd like nothing more.
Wonderful. So we have a plan.
As for who should accompany you on said diplomatic mission, I had a mind to volunteer myself.
Well, that covers the talking part. But you just know there'll be trouble along the way. Are you available?
Yes. Always.
Thanks. It means a lot knowing you'll be there.
I'm not going to let you
I
walk
too
into
shall
enemy
accompany you.
territory.
Such endeavors are seldom hampered by a surfeit of healers.
Good point. Allow me to offer my services as well.
So all the signs are
I've spent
going.
quite enough time here of late, so I'll be coming. But we will need someone to keep an eye on things. I trust you have no objections?
None, my lady. Gladly shall I continue to serve as caretaker of the Waking Sands, and there keep watch for signs of primal and Ascian activity both.
As capable as my learned friend undoubtedly is, there are some troubles that may prove too much for a single scion, on account of which I mean to stay.
It is settled then. Let us each see to our preparations.
So everyone is going except Urianger and Tataru and Thancred. New music. Alright, so we are officially in the new expansion pack, which I keep on forgetting what's named. So it's finally happening. Don't tell anyone, but I'm feeling a little bit nervous. Only a bit, mind. I'll be fine once we get going, hopefully. You're remembering Menagu, don't you? The messenger who brought word of the Griffin attack on Belsar's wall. Was left not long ago, having made full recovery. If you see her in Girabania, be sure to send my love. Oh, let's check out everyone. Even Tataru has her limit, and so I have taken it upon myself to assist her in managing communication with various organizations and our members in the field. Riel and the other are counting on us for our support, after all. Awesome. You are ready, Shadow Walker? There can be no turning back once we depart. Almost. There is but one thing that remains undone. Minfilia would have given anything for a chance to liberate her homeland. But she's still with us. I know she'd be the one leading the way. There's no going back once we cross the bridge, and the gods only know what awaits us on the other side. Oh, we'll be fine. In our absence, Urianger and Thancred will handle administrative affairs, continue to cooperate your operation with Eliane and the other, and report to them directly should they receive a word of primal activity. Aye, aye, Captain. You can count on us. Even as bit players, this shows us passion, as fervor, or what I wouldn't give to be a bit player too, or better yet, play with there. Sister, please, you never know who might be listening, and more importantly, we have our own mission to attend to, and if you're too busy thinking such thoughts, you're liable to get us both killed. Well said, Hooray. Every man to his purpose, and we must not doubt ours. Spirit called in a spirit. Even if we're not more than bit players in their tale, we must do our utmost support to the senior science, and Melicity most of all. Pabalimo's absence will be keenly felt for some time, but that we had the strength to aid others in his stead. You're still doing important stuff. We can't have things fall apart over here. Abe is waiting for me somewhere, he says. Yeah. As ready as can be for traveling to a new area.
Well then, Tataru, I leave the rising stones in your capable hands.
Don't worry, Alphino. I'll see that the place is still standing when you come back.
I haven't watched the trailer yet. Oh, we need to watch the trailer.
Mistress Y'shtola has unfolded all. You are bound for Girabania?
Aye. The Alliance would have us make contact with the Alamegan resistance as soon as possible.
It begins then. As soon it shall in Doma, if the gods are good. 'Tis but a pity it must be now. I am sorry that we shall not be present to fight beside you in the battles to come.
You have stood with us countless times, Lady Yugiri. Pray do not apologize.
Then let us thank you instead. You and yours stood with us from the first, when we came to this land as refugees in search of sanctuary. Loath am I to think what might have become of my people, had you not extended to us the hand of friendship. We will never forget. This I solemnly swear.
Much has changed since first you set foot on these shores. Revenant's toll stands as a testament to that. I'm sure your people will manage in your absence.
Indeed. They have built a new home for themselves and no longer need me to shepherd them. The time has come for Kozetsu and I to return to our master, to our home.
I know how you feel. It's time I went home too.
Though our battlefields be 1,000 mounds apart, our purpose is one. Let all men hearken to the clarion call of freedom, of liberation, from Eorzea to the far east, that they may rise up and cast down the curse of Garlemald.
Take care, you hear me? When all of this is over, we're going to celebrate, together. Just you wait.
Of course we will.
I should like that very much. Fare you well.
Yeah, Abe, I'll make sure to watch it on the title screen. So I'm gonna head to the title screen now. As soon as I get control of my character. 1,000 miles apart, yet united in purpose. Let us pray both our endeavors meet with success. Shall we then? Wait, not just yet. I knew I'd forgotten something important, Lise. Could you come with me? Me? What now? Alright, then, if you insist. Oh, is he getting a new outfit? Everyone is getting, like, redressed. Oh. What do you think? I think it looks good. As you can see, I designed it to be light and loose, an outfit tailor-made to need of skilled fighter like Lise. Your works never cease to impress. Much more of this, and I may have to stop introducing you as the Scion receptionist and start referring to you as our preeminent seamstress. It's lovely, Teteru, thank you. I feel like I could take on a legion. I'm glad you like it, and with that, I'd delay you no longer. Safe travels. Then onwards to Girabani. Our first stop will be the Amrak Spire in the east route. I might be stuck in a cinematic. I don't know. Maybe not. Awesome. We're gonna log out very quickly for the purpose of watching the cinematic. So, movies and titles. I want Stormblood. Right. That looks pretty. Oh. So introducing the dancer. This has to be Doma, though. Gosh, this is pretty. Wait, that was Alamigo? Doma is underwater? Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, that looks so cool. Oh, that was so good. Oh, I got goosebumps. Oh, you say it was not Dancer? Was it the ninja? I don't know. It looked like a Dancer outfit. Oh, that looks so cool. Right, let's log back in. I have about half an hour left of my planned stream time. So I intend to use that to get myself into, well, Kirabani. And I'm back. So, if that was not Dancer in the trailer, what was it? Because it looked like it was wearing the Dancer outfit. Like a very similar outfit the girl was wearing in my Dancer quest line. On we go. I love this mount. It's so silly. I think Square Enix is slow and steadily owning all my money. All are present and accounted for. When you're ready, my friend, pray inform the officer and we wish to proceed into Girabania. Yes, I would like to go into Girabania. Ah, the sign of the Seventh Dawn. We were told to expect you. Shall I summon someone to escort you to the wall? Yes. The fringes. So, We've gone through a new zone. What's happening? All right. I get where we are.
I remember crossing the border, standing in Girabania once more. Me and my fellow scions, the warrior of light among us.
So Lise is our narrator.
Behind us, Baelsar's wall cutting the land in two. Freedom on one side, tyranny on the other. Tyranny and the promise of a new beginning. But one that could only be bought with flames and blood.
Oh, I got goosebumps. This is so exciting. Hey. Oh. So, yes, I'll join your party. Oh. Tengu doll. What is a Tengu doll? This Tengu doll. A doll made in the likeness of a legendary Far Eastern creature, surprisingly animated for an inanimate object. A mystery Far Eastern folk would attribute to the mysterious Tengu, much like how a coveted piece of gear boasted 5 materia slots suddenly became a doll. Oh! Hello, tiny thing. Huh. So... I'm sorry, but oh my gosh, look at the size difference. We have different species of chocobo. Oh! Yeah, I can... Oh, this is like a double... Okay. I didn't know there were double riding ones. Can you trust this one too, or does it like... Oh yeah, I can't fly here. Oh, wow. Look at this place. Wait, is this the area where they were fighting? Yeah, this view is stunning. The music is so good. There's like an ugly flag ruining the view. We're gonna have to deal with that. That is stunning. I can't wait to explore this place. Oh, I should probably do the thing with this thing. I have attuned to the etheride. Oh, and the chocobo keep. Wait, so does this mean... Yeah, I can't fly anymore. That's so odd. That feels so different. Going back to no flying. Also, hello everybody. How are you doing? New world, eh? Quite an atmosphere here, isn't there? Everyone seems to be on pins and needles, though one can hardly blame them given recent events. The Alliance has done well to repurpose the Imperial facilities for their own use so quickly. The General's in high spirit, don't you think? I know the feeling. To see the colour of so many nations, Limsa, Gridania, Ulda, and now Isgard, will nigh bring tears to my eye. We have much to be proud of, Majesty. Yeah, and soon we're gonna get Mordona too. Not Mordona, Alamigo. So this is East End. Not so different from the rest of the Shroud, is it? Though, truth be told, I'm not sure why I thought it would be. Hi, Raban. Greetings, Cyan. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, I welcome you to Castor Oriens. Thank you, General. We were relieved to hear that you force secured the wall without incident. Have the Imperial made any attempt to retake the Castrum since then? None, save for the few skirmishes between our scouts and their patrols. We've had barely any contact with them, but we all know it's only a matter of time before things escalate. As if attacking Belzer's wall weren't enough, Ilber summoned a primal right on their doorsteps, and Garlemald does not like to let such show of defiance go unanswered. It was a declaration of war, even if it was not Ilber's to make. And now we are bound by it, for well or for woe. The Science stand ready to serve, General. What would you ask of us? We need to find the icon, that's what we need. As stated in my message, the Alliance will not proceed without the support and cooperation of the Alamigan people. We would have you serve as our emissaries and make contact with the Resistance. Consider it done, General. We won't let you down, I swear. Then I'll leave it to you. Godspeed. Oh, Sid. Of all the Castor in all the worlds, do you walk into mine? Master Garland, what brings you here? A certain missing elegant weapon and a draconic primal, Omega and Shinru. I think the shinobi called it. Anyway, we've been studying the trail of destruction, hoping it might lead us somewhere, which it has singularly failed to do. And then it's like Omega fell to the earth in occupied territory, meaning it may already be in Imperial hands. Even so, it bears repeating that we engaged the stasis system. Assuming the command was received and executed successfully, the weapon will be of no use to them, assuming we should hurry up and find it regardless. Yeah, because we lost contact, we can't be 100% sure. All the more reason to reach out to the Resistance. If we want to press into Girabani, we'll need their blessing. Everyone's counting on us. Let's not waste any more time talking. I'm up for that. Let's do this. Oh, it's so odd hearing new music. So, what level is this quest? It is... Oh, I haven't picked up a quest. As you probably heard, there are plenty of faction in the Resistance, so I'm taking us to see the one with the most influence. Their headquarters are located in a place called Ralsk Reach, an old temple to the east of here, across the Velodin River. I learned the route that should allow us to avoid Imperial patrols. Stick with me and we'll be there before you know it. And then she vanishes. So this quest is level 60. And I'm level 67. But that's fine because we'll work on the dancer. And the white mage is like 69. I could go with the bard. But I haven't played my bard for ages. So like I don't know how to play it. So I think I'm gonna do that as a side quest off stream. Those are some big fucking bears. Let's just not touch that. Nope. I'm so slow. At the risk of upsetting the cartographic fraternity, I can't help observing that East End depends entirely on one perspective. I mean, people don't even think of it as Gridania anymore, do they? It's so quiet, almost as though the Imperial haven't been here for some time. On your guard, the Imperial know these lands better than we. Yeah, but maybe they're not here. They call it East End because it marks the end of the Black Shroud, not the sparse vegetation. Still with me? Good. From here we'll head northeast towards the river. The water's not too deep, so we don't have to swim. I'm a good swimmer, so I don't mind swimming. So don't worry. So we follow the road here. Oh. Ew, gigantic wasps. Ooh, let's just avoid those. Look at that. I really want to find the place where the trailer took place, where the people were battling, because that was beautiful. But look at this. So, what do you say now? Istola is right. We need to cross before the Imperial spot us. We should not linger out here in the open. See, brother, nothing to worry about, though no one would blame you for donning your buoyancy ace just in case. Oh, is Alfie a bad swimmer? At a glance, it certainly seems shallow enough. Oh, so Alfie is a bad swimmer or afraid of water. Oh, that's adorable. I don't see any soldiers. Good, let's cross. Well, he's at least going for it. You're wondering about the tower to the south? Yes. Like, it's ugly. It ruins the landscape. It's part of Castellum Villadina. That's where the Imperial decided to call the old bridge after they fortified it. I call it the Great Big Eyesore. Honestly, you can see the rotten banner from absolutely miles away. They never miss a chance to rub our noses in it, do they? Come on, we should keep moving. So, she said it's shallow. Sure. This works. It works well enough. Where did they go? Okay, it's shallow enough. Like, Alfie shouldn't worry at all. If I don't have to swim, then he's in no danger. So if I go this way... Oh, these are some... Lesser Gargana? Oh no. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, why did there have to be... Oh, there's more of them. Why did there have to be spiders here? Why did they make them more disgusting? Over here quickly for an eyesight. Yeah. Oh. That's disgusting. In there? Oh, it looks like this floor was trapped at some point. Oh, so deep. That's like the statue we saw in the trailer. Oh, the steep. That's super fancy. Yeah, it is very Persian Indian here. Well, Doma was more Chinese, Japanese kind of inspired, I think. It's so cool. I love this mount. It's so cute. I feel like this mount only works on a Lalafell. I cannot imagine what it would look like with like a Hrothgar or a Rohirrim riding on this thing. Now I need to go all the way over there, past all the spiders. Okay. I can do this. I'll get used to them. Why did their ass have to be so big, though? It feels just all sorts of wrong. Oh, yeah, fog. No, it says fair skies, so it's just maybe this area is slightly foggy. I love the music here. It's so nice. Oh, there you are. Finally, I was wondering where you had gone. Are we there yet? So the east lies beyond, but I do not see a path. And we didn't run afoul of even a single patrol. What a pleasant surprise, in that there were no surprises. Least did well. It is reassuring. So there's a hidden path, I take it. We're here. On the other side of this pass is Ralsk Reach. So you say, but all I see are rocks. I presume there is some sort of trick to this? Indeed, a glamour. Good eye, Stola. I take it they have talented mage in the ranks, or mayhap an artificer, trained in modification of glamour prisms. Something like that. The important thing is that it fools the Garleans. Oh, before we go in, I don't know if Tataru told you, but my friend Nago, the messenger, who came to the Rising Stone, is a member of this faction. So they know us, and they shouldn't attack us on sight. That said, they can be a bit jumpy, so let me lead the way, and don't go reaching for your weapons or anything. Good thinking. And with a sprinkle of demasking dust, all is laid bare. Nice. Alright, so we enter Ralsk Reach. Very exciting. I'm guessing Ralsk Reach is the place we saw in the trailer. Oh, Lisa's so excited.
I remember the old stories. How the Breaker of Worlds came down from on high and cleft the earth with a single blow. Ralga's Reach. A holy place, and a fitting home for the resistance. For the brave and the true. The loyal sons and daughters of Alamigo.
It is so pretty.
They were waiting for us there. Men and women whose souls still cried out for what was lost. For what could be ours again.
Oh. See everyone here. It's hard to feel at ease with that giant statue looking down on you. The temple was once home to the Fist of Ralg, as I recall. Yes, there is no mistaking the statue. Oh, I want to get up on that hand. Ordinarily, I would shudder at the thought of armed rebel trampling about in an ancient temple of immense historical importance. But Ralg is the breaker world, so it seems rather appropriate, if anything. Fascinating. A massive, nigh imperceivable glamour encompassed the entire valley. I see now how the settlement was able to escape the watchful eye of the Imperial airship. It's good to see Ina go up and moving again. I wasn't there when she headed home, so I naturally assumed she left too soon. Always overdoing it, that one. A pleasure to see you again, Ankril and Istola, without whose help I might not be standing here today. At least, not so soon. And then we have some con called Mefrit. Oh, so you really came. I never thought I'd see you here, but I'm glad. I'm glad. Alright, Conrad, you look like the leader. You forgive our precaution, but we couldn't be sure who had crossed the barrier. We see you now for who you are, though, the Scion of the Seven Dawn. Yes, we are friends to help. Now I know you would not have come all this way unless you had something important to discuss, and I'm eager to hear what it is you have to say. But let's not do this on our doorsteps, eh? Come with me. Oh, this place looks amazing. I love the big statue. But we also now should get to know like who these people are. We have a... Oh, yes, that's what I need. I need the shard. Let's, like, link up. Best to keep everything in order. See, Abe is flying about on, like, a horrifying mount. Oh, Kuku Keep. That you go keep. Hello. Yes, I just would like to sign up with you so I don't have to, like, so I unlock things. Tyriamender. Oh, for a second I thought this was a goblin we knew. So many places. I love these tents. They look so... They look really crazy, but in a cool way. Oh, I can stand on your table. Hello! If I stand on the table, we're about the same height.
Allow me to welcome you once more to Ralga's Reach, our humble headquarters. My name is Conrad Kemp, and I have the dubious honor of overseeing operations here.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Master Kemp. I am Alphino Leveilleur, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, as are my comrades. Before I speak of our purpose here, pray allow me to thank you for sheltering Ida, forgive me, Lys, and Papalimo at great risk to yourselves.
No, there's no need for that. They risked their necks for us enough times. 'Twas the least we could do.
I wanted to, I mean, about the mask and...
Ah, don't fret over that. You're not the first person to take up arms against the Empire under a false name. We'd do the same if we had any sense. My condolences for your loss, child.
Papalimo laid down his life to save us, to give us a chance to make a better future for ourselves. There will never be a better time to drive the Garleans from our lands. But we have to take the lead on this. We can't leave it to fanatics like Ilberd.
More than a few of our people were taken in by his promises. Followed him all the way to the wall. Good men and women who never came back. When Monago told us what had happened, how the bastard had made sacrifices of them for his twisted ritual, by Rolger it filled me with an unholy fury. But what's done is done. Best we can do now is see that it wasn't all in vain.
That is why we are here today, sir. To see that some good comes of this tragedy. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, we do hereby extend a formal offer of military assistance to the Alamegan resistance.
Do you now? Well, go on then. I'm sure there's more to it than that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to explain like the dragon and the weapon we need and...
So that's the way of it, eh? The Alliance, hoping to avoid a direct confrontation with the superior forces of the Empire, wishes to engage them by proxy with our vastly inferior ones. My comrades and I must confer on your proposal. A moment, if you please.
Yeah, no worries.
Of course, Master Kemp. Take all the time you require.
Oh, the weather is turning quite sour. But there is currently my stream time has just ended and I have some lore videos to work on and other chores to handle, so I'm gonna get into that. But thank you so much for joining me. This has been amazing. I'm so glad we are finally into Stormblood. The next week's stream is going to be at the same time. You can see it down in the schedule on Twitch. It should convert everything to your time zone, which is good because I'm shit at converting things like that. So I hope you have a lovely day and I will see you all next time.